Hello everybody. Let us study the first topic, kinds of rocks. In this kinds of rocks, we are going to study the various kinds of rocks utilized in various fields. Now, what is rock? Rocks are any solid mass of mineral or mineral like matter occurring naturally as a part of our planet. Now, this rock, it is a solid mass of minerals, and there are different mineral like matters present in the rock, that is called rocks. Now, as per the structure of the rock, there are different kinds of rocks. So we are going to study one by one. First, that is a igneous rock. Igneous rock is formed by crystallization of molten magma. Now this igneous rock, it is used in our day-to-day life. In our kitchen we have got a platform that is made out of igneous rock. So this igneous rock is a very strong rock. It is a very uh, concrete rock as compared with other kinds of rocks. So this igneous rock is made from molten magma. Now let us see the molten magma means what. You might have heard about volcano. So what is erupted from volcano? That is magma. Now in this case, the second kind of rock, that is a sedimentary rock. Before that, let us see that what is molten magma. Now this is a structure of a volcano, how rock is made. At the bottom you can see that is a granite, and this volcano comes out at the top. You have seen, you can see that at the top volcano has come up, and this formation of rocks takes place. So this is the molten magma, means the lava comes out and it cools down, and that becomes rock, and that is a granite rock. You can see in the picture that at the bottom, that is a granite, then there are some dikes or like burrows like structure. So this is the granite, and then volcano comes out. Then there are different veins, and the top of the volcano where the molten magma has dried and cooled, that forms basalt, that is a part of granite. So at the bottom, that is a plutonic rock, that is also called granite, and then there are different openings of lava, that is called veins, and therefrom volcanic rock comes out. So that is a volcano. Now this formation of rock takes place from volcano, that is very important source of rock. So at the bottom you can see that different minerals come out in a very hot form, liquid form, but it cools down along with the climatic change. Cooling takes place, along with cooling hardening takes place, and rock is made. So igneous rocks are also called primary rocks because they are formed primarily. Then Here we have seen in the first slide. Now come to the second slide. What is the rock cycle? The second kind of rock takes place, that is called sedimentary rock. Now this sedimentary rock is formed from weathered products of pre-existing rock that have been transported, deposited, compacted and cemented. That is called sedimentary rock. Sedimentary rock means this rock is formed from the primary rock that we have studied, just igneous rock. So from igneous rock, sedimentary rock is made, and from sedimentary rock, third kind of rock, that is a metamorphic rock, is formed. Sometimes this metamorphic rock also formed directly from igneous rock, means first kind of rock also. So this process of forming rock is very slow. Particularly this sedimentary rock takes long time for formation. The third kind of rock, that is a metamorphic rock, this is a very brittle rock compared with first igneous and secondary, that is sedimentary rock. So this metamorphic rock is formed by alternation of pre-existing rock deep within the earth, but still in the solid state. So by heat, by pressure or by chemical active fluid, this metamorphic rock is made. Now this metamorphic rock is very brittle one, and from this metamorphic rock soil is made. Actually soil is made from all the three kinds of rocks, but it is not possible that the hardened rock like igneous rock gives birth to soil. So igneous rock turns into sedimentary, sedimentary rock turns into metamorphic rock, and due to weather condition, different climatic factors, from metamorphic rock soil is made. Now this soil formation is a process, and this process is a very slow process. Now this process involves different rock cycle. So there is an interrelationship among these three types of rocks, just we have studied: igneous rock, sedimentary rock and metamorphic rock. Now in all these three kinds of rocks, the basic factor or the raw material, it is a magma. This magma, it is nothing but a molten material that forms deep beneath the earth surface. In the surface of the earth, or just below surface of the earth, in the deep position, there is a magma. When that magma get molten, it comes out of the soil surface, and that is called as lava. So this lava is a magma that reaches the surface of the earth. When the surface of the earth is brittle or very thin, then lava erupts out, and that spreads on the surface of the earth. Now there are different weathering factors, weathering process. So what is weathering? Weathering is a process in which rocks are broken down by water, air and living things. There are many factors we shall see later on, or there are different climatic factors which help to make soil out of metamorphic rock, sedimentary rock or igneous rock. Now then comes sediment, last point, that is sediment is a weathered pieces of earth element. Sediment is weathered piece. Weathered piece means due to the effect of what piece is formed, what material is formed, that material is called sediment. Sediment is a small particle. You might have seen in soil, in water. If when water, floody water you get, that has sediments. At the bottom of the lake there is sediment. That sediment is to be taken out, then only we can increase the storage capacity of the lake or any water body. So this sediment is the last product in the process of rock formation. So this rock formation is due to lava, and from rock soil is made. So let us have a look at this rock cycle once again, and this let us explain how energy is derived from the rock cycle. Now this is a process. It is a process driven by heat from the earth's interior, which are responsible for forming both igneous and metamorphic rock. Just we have studied that lava comes out, cools down, and that becomes igneous rock, and therefrom, due to climatic factors, metamorphic rock is made. So this weathering and the movement of weathered material are external process powered by energy from the sun. Means without sun there is no weathering. So with the help of sun, with the help of rainfall, with the help of different other climatic factors and insects and many factors are there which make soil out of rock. So external process that produces sedimentary rock. External process means this is a weathering process. Weathering process is the external process. What is the internal process? Making of lava is an internal process. Now let us see how igneous rock is made out of lava. This is the first rock just we have discussed. Now in this formation there are two things. Number one, intrusive igneous rocks. So this rock is formed when magma hardens beneath Earth's surface. Means just below the surface of Earth, this molten magma or lava hardens, and that becomes intrusive igneous rock. Extrusive igneous rock means when lava comes out of the surface of the earth and hardens, cools down, hardens, that is called extrusive igneous rock. So compared with extrusive igneous rock, the intrusive igneous rock is very hard, very tough, because it is a purely molten magma, molten lava, which has cooled down due to continuous rainfall, wind speed and other factors. So by these two ways igneous rock is formed. Now let us see detail about igneous rock. Now classification of igneous rocks. Now these igneous rocks can be classified on the basis of their composition and texture. Means how igneous rock is made, on that basis classification can be made. Actually in every rock there is a particular texture. So first is the texture. What is texture? Texture is a coarse grained texture. It is caused by slow cooling resulting in larger crystals. Now when magma or the lava comes out of the surface of the earth, it slowly cools down due to rainfall, due to wind speed and other factors, and coarse means rough grained texture is formed. But fine grained texture also can be formed. It is caused by rapid cooling. It resulted in smaller interconnected mineral grains. So if the cooling is fast, it forms coarse grained texture. If the cooling is slow, coarse grain structure is formed. If the cooling is rapid, fine grain texture is caused. So rapid cooling or slow cooling. Once again, slow cooling gives coarse grain texture, rapid cooling gives fine grained texture. Means the particles in the rock are very fine, but it is due to climatic factor. Let us see this coarse grained igneous texture. This is a fine grained igneous texture. Now let us see texture. We are continuing study. Texture, what is texture? Texture, it is a glassy texture is caused by very rapid cooling. Means again two things are there. Glossy texture is caused by very rapid cooling. Then the porphyritic texture is caused by different rates of cooling, resulting in varied sized minerals. Means sometimes rapid cooling takes place, sometimes slow cooling takes place. So rapid and slow, in this case this porphyritic texture is formed. Means there is no a particular format of cooling. Depending upon the climatic factors, the cooling speed reduces or increases, and as per that cooling speed, the texture is made, and as per that texture we can study the composition of the particular rock. Now in this composition, granite composition rocks are made mostly of light colored quartz and feldspar. So in granite rock, there is more content of quartz and feldspar. So these quartz and feldspar are light colored composition. Whatever we see the light colored soil, it is made out of granite rock having this quartz and feldspar. So this composition of igneous rock is also different as per the area where it is formed, as per the climatic factors present in the particular area, and as per the time it took for making of the rock. So composition can be different. Again, so that's why you can see that the rock available in Rajasthan is different, available in Maharashtra and other areas of the country are different. Now let us have a look at the another portion of this rock. Now here this let us go to sedimentary rock, that is the second kind of rock. Sedimentary rocks are formed from sediments derived from breaking down of pre-existing rocks. Which are the pre-existing rocks? Igneous rocks are pre-existing. Then metamorphic rock second. So igneous rock is first there, that is for example basalt. Then sedimentary rock, example is limestone, sandstone. Then this metamorphic rock is made. So this is all, this process takes place. This metamorphic rock is formed due to this pressure of heat, and therefrom marble is made, then melting takes place. So this is a rock cycle. You might have seen food cycle, water cycle, this is a rock cycle. Now characteristics of dominant mineral, different types of rocks with examples. So there are different minerals or characteristics of rocks we can see. Let us see that igneous rock. Now here in this igneous rock, first that is a granite. In this igneous rock, the dominant minerals are feldspar and mica. Characteristics that this granite rock contains acidic rocks, it contains silicons. So this granite rock, it is very important, it contains once again feldspar and mica. Then it has acid content, silicon oxide, it is up to 65%. Example that it has big crystals of feldspar. So this granite rock is found in some part of Vidarbha in Maharashtra. Let us come to second, that is a diorite. This is second example of igneous rock. It has different contents like plagioclase, feldspar, aguite, magnetite. Then the characteristics that subbasic rock contains 55 to 60% silicon oxide. So in the granite, silicon oxide is 65%, in diorite silicon is 55-60%. Then basalt, third example of igneous rock, that is basalt, it contains almost 55 or less than 55% silicon oxide. It is also found in Pune and some other parts of India. Then comes this limestone. It is example of sedimentary rock. Then dolomite, sandstone, shale. These are the four important examples of sedimentary rocks. So these rocks, sedimentary rocks, contain different chemicals. So limestone has calcite, and it is quick effusiveness is found in this calcite. So limestone. Then second is dolomite. It contains CO32. It has then sandstone. It contains quartz more quantity. Then shale. It has more content of clay. So these four kinds of sedimentary rocks are there. Then the third is metamorphic rock. Examples of metamorphic rocks, that is gneiss, quartzite, slate, and marble. These are the four important examples of metamorphic rocks. So gneiss has various quartz, orthoclaves, hornblende, biotite. Then this has light color. Then this quartzite is a compact. Slate, this has clay contained, mainly compacted clay. So this slate is having medium, hard or fine grained rocks. Then marble, calcite, it contains on large scale. So this is very shining. Marble is a very shining. It is available at Jabalpur. So that is used on large scale in our house making and making the floor. So these are the three kinds of rocks: igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks, and metamorphic rocks. Each of the kind of rock has four important examples. Now let us see classification of rocks on the basis of chemicals present in it. So we can say that this is a chemical composition. So silica is present on large scale. Now here just we have studied that igneous rock, it is a primary rock. It has acidic rock, basic rock. So this is the structure. Then therefrom intermediate rock is made, that is sedimentary rock. Therefrom subacid, subbasic rocks are made. So this is the thing about, in general, about igneous rock, sedimentary rock, and metamorphic rock. So remember that the primary rock is igneous, secondary rock is second rock, and tertiary rock we can say. So sedimentary rock is a secondary rock and metamorphic rock is a tertiary rock. So we have to understand that from igneous rock, sedimentary rock is made. From sedimentary rock, metamorphic rock is made. Sometimes metamorphic rock is made directly from igneous rock also. depending upon the intensity of climatic factors. So these things we have to remember sharply. Now minerals are there in rock. So what is mineral? It is a naturally occurring inorganic substance having a definite chemical composition and distinct physical properties. So what is the important content of rock? That is a mineral. We know that mineral is important for development of human body, plant body, animal body, and that mineral is made available to the soil from rock itself. So depending upon the composition of rock, the content of mineral and other things can be seen. So this is about this is the definition of mineral. Now let us see the definition of soil. According to Genie 1941, soil is a naturally occurring body that has evolved owing to the combined influence of climate and organism acting on a parent material conditioned by relief over a period of time. So this is a very lengthy definition, but there are different other definitions of soil also. For example, soil is a natural medium of plant growth. This is the smallest definition of soil. Another definitions are also available. Soil is a natural material made from natural sources due to the effect of natural resources. Soil is made. So in soil, the basic resource is natural, the climatic factors are natural, and what the end product soil